Hello, guys. I'm here today to start our new week, and we'll be looking at this interesting entry for today. Pretty funny title, actually. It's called Take a Break from Judging. Let's look at it. So, you can get into a habit of judging. You judge this situation, this person, and that person. You judge yourself. You even judge the weather. So much of your time is spent making judgments, as if that were the main job in life. Actually, your main job is to worship me. So forget about judging and just come to me. I am the creator, and you are my creation. I am the shepherd, and you are my sheep. I am the potter, and you are my clay. Let me have my way in your life. It is not your place to judge, not even yourself. That is my place, because judging is my job. Worship me as the King of all kings, the King who loved you enough to die for you and save you from judgment. Well then, I really like this one, and it reminds me of something in particular. And I suppose, the explanations this entry gave kind of more specifically mentioned like a sort of, complaining, or more of like a comparison, self-criticism, something along the lines of that, kind of that it's not really what you're supposed to do. And that can go for about anything, as the book explained. And you see, it kind of made me think about how, in some cases, the idea of course, we know about how, we kind of judge other people by the same standards we judge ourselves. And it should be an obvious fact. However, it's kind of amplified by the idea that in instances of, people who try not to look at other people in a critical light, or that took this entry's advice, it kind of had an effect where they didn't think about what other people thought about them as much, because really what we're doing is we're projecting our own insecurities onto the other people so that we don't have to face it in ourselves. That is, to some people, the notion of a darker side or an unconscious, which is pretty viable, and I'm not sure if that's something they've discussed in Christian fields or something along those lines, but it is an important idea. And I think even in one instance, somewhere in the Bible lists Jesus talking about it, that which our eye cannot, directly see, will see onto our brother or neighbor, something along the lines of terminology. But that's kind of the point, I suppose, and it's a very good one at that. And of course, I suppose it is common knowledge too, but an important thing to add is that, of course, in some ways we were designed to be able to judge in the way of, making decisions that could be, I was going to say good decisions, but they don't have to be good. And that's the notion of free will, because, that's basically what the prefrontal cortex of the brain is for. And that being a well-known part of the brain, it just, it's important for so many things. And without making judgments, you would probably, you probably wouldn't have much of a sense of self by not really determining anything that sets you apart as your own being, if that makes sense. But I mean, there are even careers based around judging people. Like, I don't know, you'd be a lawyer, an actual judge. They have different types of media critics, all sorts of stuff. And in some ways it is just a part of life, and in some ways we can better ourselves. There's kind of a line you have to straddle there. I understand that's not what the book says, but it's just important to take into account. And that I'm not sure even if those two do have a direct connection, you judging other people judging you. I'm not sure, if it goes for everybody or if it's just some cases. Either one is possible. But thank you for listening for this interesting message today. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.